Hey, it's me, Trina Rodriguez, founder and CEO of FEMEWork. I am back with episode 3 of Your Right to Ignite. I believe that you can find signs and wonders in even the smallest things in life. Today, I'm going to share with you a story about a plant. Yeah, you heard me right, a plant. I was inspired to write just passing this plant, and a whole story evolved just from me seeing this awesome growing being. So here you go. Plants. I had a plant that was given to me when my sister passed. I could not get this plant to grow. It often looked as if death was imminent with its leaves wilted and brown on the edges. No matter how much I watered it, it just would not thrive. So I began to neglect it, watering it every so often, but I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it because it reminded me of my sister. But there was literally no sign of life left in it. One day, as I was walking around the house, the plant caught my eye. I went over to look at it and noticed that there were new leaves beginning to sprout, very small ones in the center of the pot. All around it were dead leaves, brown, drooping, and lifeless, but these new leaves were green amongst the center. This made me think, how could something so apparently damaged, neglected, ugly, and lifeless bear new fruit? That plant inspired me. Though I go through life letting its trials and tribulations wear and tear on me mentally, physically, and spiritually, there is still something deep down inside that refuses to die. It refuses to be snuffed out by the world and even by my own thoughts of failure and despair. I got up from my chair, got on my knees, and began to nurture the plant. But before I could start to try and revive the glimmer of hope in the new life, I had to do some pruning. I had to disturb the soil and tear away the roots that had set in and rotted around it. See, I saw this plant as my life. Though my hopes and dreams get buried and strangled in the midst of my current situations, there is still a light that continues to peek through, saying, don't give up. Your dreams can take root if you don't allow sad people, bad breaks, job losses, marital problems, car issues, or family drama to distract you from your purpose. See that plant? Was originally placed in good soil and watered routinely. And it had a purpose, which was to grow. See, we all were made for a purpose, and we just have to decide who or what we will allow to stop us from reaching that purpose or growing. Once I disturbed the soil and tore away the dead roots and replanted the new leaves in fresh soil, the plant began to grow. Faster, bigger, greener. It was just beautiful. See, some of us need to realize that we cannot prosper in our current soil. Our present community of family and friends will not allow us to connect to the inner light that is trying to peek through. You have to decide to let go of the dead things around you and plant yourself in new soil. New friends that will lift you up and encourage the potential they see inside of you. You have to pull away from family that are discouraging you and strangling your hopes and dreams. You have to replant, build up, and sacrifice those dead things in your life if you ever want to see the amazing, beautiful, successful, abundant person that is trying to live. So that's my story, plant. Seeing that plant struggling to live in what seemed like a dead space, right? it inspired me to take a look at my life and see where I could be better, where I could do more, where I was allowing fear to keep me from growing. Sometimes the community that we are in is not the one that will fertilize the soil in us in order for us to grow into the best version of ourselves. I've had to many times disturb the soil by moving to a different job or to a different state to be able to sit on my own solid foundation in order to allow something else to fertilize me and allow it my potential to grow into something new. Think about what is it that you need to do. Maybe you need to move to a new job, or maybe you need to relocate, or maybe you just need to try something new. Maybe you need to go ahead and sign up for that one college course. There's always something that we can figure out to do that's going to make us better. So I encourage you, find your new soil, your new community, your new friends, and allow them to feed into you that better, best, awesomest version of yourself. So that is episode 3, Plant. Thank you guys so much for coming and continuing to join me. This is great. Let me tell you, I have a lot to share with you. Please don't forget to click to subscribe. And I beg you to please take your own journey of journaling. It will change your life. Thank you again. And remember, it is your right to ignite. Have a good evening. Bye-bye now.